Namaskaram. In last class, we have discussed how to form PDE by eliminating arbitrary functions. In this session, we will discuss solutions of PDE, what are the different types of solutions, and relation between them. Okay, so let's start. These are the solutions of previous homework. A solution for a partial differential equation is a function that satisfies the given equation. For example, we consider a PDE p equal to 0. P equal to 0 means dz by dx equal to 0. We have to find solutions of this partial differential equation. And it is clear that z is equal to y square is a solution of this partial differential equation. To differentiate this function with respect to x, the left side become p, right side become 0. Okay, so this function satisfies this PDE. So this is a solution. Can you give an example of a family of solutions? Either in terms of arbitrary constants or in terms of arbitrary functions. Okay, anyway, z is equal to ay square plus by is a family of solutions of this PDE for a comma b belongs to R, any real number, arbitrary constants. Whatever be the value of a and b, this function always satisfies this differential equation. To differentiate this function with respect to x, and left side become p, the right side becomes 0. Okay, this is a family of solutions containing arbitrary constants. And another family of solution is if solution in terms of arbitrary function. Can you give a guess? Yes, a function of y alone. So z is equal to f of y, where f is any function. F is an arbitrary function. You can choose any function, maybe sine y, cos y, or y square, whatever be the function. Only thing is this is a function of y alone. Then this also satisfies this PDE, because if you differentiate this function, then left side become p, right side is 0. Okay, so now we have three type of solutions. Okay, one solution is solution involving arbitrary function. That solution is called general solution. Other one is a solution involving arbitrary constants. That solution is called complete solution or complete integral. And what about this solution? Is it equal to y square? We get this solution by substituting a equal to 1 and b equal to 0. So you can derive this solution from this complete integral. So solutions derived from complete integral by substituting arbitrary constants are called particular solutions or particular integrals. Clear? We will see the formal definitions in next slide. Can you give another family of complete integral? That means a family of solutions in terms of arbitrary constants. Z is equal to, for example, a into sin y plus b into y cube. Yes, this is also a complete integral where a comma b belongs to R. So these two are complete integrals of this PDE. Does there exist any relation between complete integral and general solution? Or how to find the second complete integral from this third general solution? You can identify this complete integral by suitable choices of f. For example, if you choose f of y as ay square plus by, okay, corresponding to ab, so we put a suffix ab. So fab is a function. Fab of y is defined by ay square plus by. So corresponding to different a and b, we get different functions. Okay. So anyway, these all functions belongs to this family because these all functions are functions of y. So you can generate this complete integral by choice of such functions. Suppose this is our general solution. Then complete integral is a subset of this general solution. Similarly, you can derive this complete integral from this general solution. If you choose a functions of the form f of y as a into sin y plus b into y cube, a function of y. So this is another complete integral. So complete integrals are the subsets of general solution. In general, PDE may have many complete integrals. So particular integral is a subset of complete integral and it is a subset of general solution. Okay, so general solution is the biggest family of solutions. Naturally, we are interested to find general solution. Unfortunately, there is no general method for finding general solution for all PDEs. But there are methods for finding general solution for a particular class of PDEs. For example, Lagrange's equation. And also we have some techniques to find complete integrals if general solution is not available. We will see some of these techniques in coming sessions. Okay. Now I am going to redefine formation of PDE in terms of solutions. Suppose this is a PDE and this is the corresponding solution. Solving a PDE means we are finding a solution from this equation. So this is the direction. Then what is the formation of PDE in terms of solution? Yes, it is the reverse process. So formation of PDE and solving a PDE are opposite process. Consider another example, Py minus Qx equal to 0. In this argument, in this reverse argument, this is a solution by our homework 2. Okay. So it is clear that this solution involves two arbitrary constants. So this is a complete integral. And by putting a equal to 5, b equal to 2, we get this one. So this is a particular solution, right? And here it involves two arbitrary constants. You can easily verify by taking p and q from this equation and substitute here and check whether it is 0 or not. Okay. So anyway, this is also a solution. And final one is our general solution. This is the general solution by our homework 5. Okay. These are the formal definitions of complete integral, particular solution or particular integral, and general solution. I think all of you have understood what are the three types of solutions of PDE and the relation between them. From next lecture onwards, we will solve partial differential equations and find particular integral, complete integral, and general solution. Okay, thank you.